Hi, I'm Congressman Matt Cartwright of the 17th Congressional District of Pennsylvania, and one of the cities that we serve is Scranton, Pennsylvania. In honor of D-Day this year, we are presenting some Scranton history that many people may not realize. I have here with me Dennis Ruddy, who is here to share with us some stories of his uncle, Gerard Ruddy, a captain in the United States Army who enlisted in 1933, worked his way up through the ranks and actually became a captain by 1943 and was a leader in parachuting into Normandy. It's an amazing story, and I'm so glad, Dennis, that you came in and agreed to talk to us about it in honor of the anniversary of D-Day. So your uncle, his name was Gerard, your father was Dennis, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and they also had a couple of more siblings that we ought to tell the folks about in Scranton. Who were they?
Well, we have Mary, who was Sister Rosangela Ruddy, who was an IHM nun for about 65 years. And then we have Sarah, who's Sister Maria Rita Ruddy, and she was a IHM nun for over 70 years.
And of course, for the folks at home, if you don't know it, IHM stands for the Immaculate Heart of Mary Order of Nuns, and they were teachers here in Scranton, right?
Yes, they were. In fact, one of them was a Mother Superior, I think at St. Paul's.
So your Uncle Gerard, where did he go to school?
He went to Holy Rosary School in Scranton.
Okay, and did he take some college after that?
He went to Holy Cross College. His mother actually wanted him to become a priest. And apparently he did not like it, and he came back to Scranton and enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1933.
So he became a private, not a priest.
This is true.
Okay.
I believe he really liked being a soldier. He was with the 1st and 11th Field Artillery, I believe, in Panama from 1933 to 1935. From 1935 to 1939, he was with the headquarters company of the 16th Infantry Regiment in Fort Jay, New York, which is better known as Governor's Island. I guess he's seen a bulletin for where they needed volunteers for paratroop duty. It was just newly formed.
So your uncle stayed out of the South Pacific Theater. He ended up in the European Theater, and Dennis, I understand he was there on June 6, 1944. Tell us what happened that day.
That day, on the early morning before they even got on the plane, they had coffee, donuts, stuff like that, and they loaded up onto their planes at Folkingham Airport at the time on C-47s. There was 18 men to a stick. On that day, he was supposed to be the pusher, but at the last moment, he switched to jump master, who the jump master is the first one out of the plane. So he goes out first. Obie Hill, who was supposed to go out right after him, didn't. Lieutenant McGilligan did. And the first 12 guys out of that plane didn't do well at all. They were either wounded in action, killed in action, or captured.
So we're talking about 2 a.m. on D-Day, really one of the earliest actions that day. A boy from Scranton bails out of a perfectly good plane into the interior in France.
Yes, under heavy flak and tracer fire. I don't have the full knowledge of exactly how he was killed. Some guys don't tell me. There's other guys that say he was killed under canopy, which means he was still in the air. Others said he was on the ground. He was only on the ground for minutes, and a tracer fire hit a gammon grenade that was around his neck and blew him up.
Where's he buried, Dennis?
He's buried in St. Laurent Cemetery in Normandy, France. My grandmother decided to leave him where he fell.
And he's got one of those white crosses for American servicemen in Normandy. Now, you yourself served in the Army.
Yes, I did. That was our mindset. Our fathers did this, and this was our time to do our part.
And in fact, it's not just limited to you. Your own daughter volunteered for service in the Army.
Yes, she did. My daughter, who got a invite to West Point in December 1995.
This is your daughter, Bronwyn.
Yes, she's a major in the Army in the Medical Corps, and she's a radiation oncologist at Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas.
Mr. Ruddy, on behalf of the entire 17th Congressional District, I want to thank you for coming in today. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your daughter's service. I see the star on your cap. That's for Bronwyn, isn't it?
That's for Bronwyn. That's a blue star. We don't want any gold stars.
And thank you also for sharing the amazing story of your uncle Gerard A. Ruddy, paratrooper on D-Day in 1944. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. I thank you for having me.